All right, guys, welcome back to Math Simplified. Today we'll be doing introduction to quadratics, okay? So what are quadratic functions? So what is a quadratic? A quadratic function can be written as f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And then the highest exponent in a quadratic is a degree of 2. That's what makes it a quadratic, okay? So this exponent right over here. So we have a couple real life examples of quadratics. Quadratics model curved motion and design. So for example, when you're shooting a basketball, let's say, when you shoot a basketball, it makes this motion, you know? So it makes a parabola, which means like, like an upside down U, if you notice. So that's a quadratic. Same thing as a satellite dish, the way it does it. So there. And also fountains. You notice that parabola, how it starts from the bottom, goes up, and then it goes to the bottom again. So yeah, that's essentially a quadratic. That's how a graph would look of a quadratic function. So like I said earlier, the the graph shape is a parabola. So meaning it would either look like a U or an upside down U, okay? And the graph will it opens upward or downwards depending on the value of A. So let's say A is greater than 0, which means it's a positive A. That means it goes up, and if it's negative, it goes down, okay? So a parabola is always symmetrical. So you notice it's symmetrical here, and it's also symmetrical here. Key features of a parabola. So the vertex could either be the highest or lowest point. For example, here, the vertex is the lowest point of the parabola because it's going upwards. It's like the minimum. It's like the lowest point of the graph. Then the axis of symmetry divides the parabola in half over here. And afterwards, the y-intercept. The y-intercept here would also be where like the parabola is, where the vertex is as well. So common forms of quadratics. Usually we have standard form, vertex form, and a factor form. So standard form would be y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, in which a cannot equal 0. Then we also have vertex form, which is a times x minus h squared plus k, okay? And a cannot be 0. And also here in the factor form, it can be 0. So here would be y equals a times x minus r1 times x minus r2, okay? So that's the factor form. So how to graph a quadratic? Find the vertex, that's the first step. Then find the y-intercept. Use symmetry of a parabola to find a third point, and then plot the points and draw a curve. So the curve would be something like this. So here you have more steps, and then identify the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Find the axis of symmetry, x equals negative b divided by 2a, and then find the vertex using this formula, and then plot points on one or both sides and sketch the parabola. So these are all the steps. This was an introduction to quadratics. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.